Welcome everybody to another episode of Janky Thursdays. Oh, Shnikey. That's right, it's Thursday evening again. 3 p.m. you guys. Welcome. We are going to be building a Jodah 5-color legendary Cascade deck. Woo! I'm excited to show you guys what we got in store. We're going to be building it from the ground up. Right? We have zero knowledge of what a Jodah deck looks like. We haven't faced one in Arena, surprisingly. And yeah, like I haven't looked up any lists because I mostly just build my own decks. Just straight up. Especially for like the standard season. Like I might like look up other deck lists for like modern or like historic, maybe. But I'm on the verge of like not even doing that for Arena anymore, right? But in paper, it's kind of a different story. I'm getting into EDH. I'm getting into Pioneer. But Pioneer I'm okay with. I'm getting to that level as well. Like Pioneer and Historic are for me are like this in my prowess of deck building. So it's pretty interesting to find out what I could do just with my own ability. So let's find out. So as you see here, I've already selected quite a bit of cards for this 5-color Jodah deck. I just finished putting in the land base of what we have. And in the deck right now, we have only a few rares, right? We have 3 Jodahs, 1 Rith, the Liberated Primal, and a Johnny. So that's 4 mythics, 5 mythics in this deck, not including the lands. The lands are gonna cost you quite a bit, right? But let's see what these other Dominaria United cards have in store for us. Right? We have a bunch of legendary creatures. This set is packed full of legendaries, bros and sis. And we're trying to see what these creatures can do for us, you know, because Jodah reads legendary creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the rest to the bottom of your library in a random order. Alright, that's a pretty wordy card. To be expected in a 5-colored creature, basically. So yeah, what else would we want in here? We have kind of the creature sweep right here from Dominaria United. We got the lands. Let's see what else we got. Because we're looking for legendaries, right? But I think we're gonna have some sort of sweepers in here. But the weird thing is that we're mostly green, white, and blue. So we're splashing in black and red. And those are the primary, like, those are the primary, like, destroy your creature cards. So how are we gonna stay alive here is the big question. I mean, this has Flash as a pretty big body. The Wandering Emperor could also fit in here. But it's Janky Thursdays. Do we really want to go out the Emperor way? Or should we let a Johnny shine? And excuse me if I sound like a little nasally, because I don't know, I woke up this morning like sneezing like crazy. And I just finished taking my allergy pill for it. I always get like this when season changes. And yeah, it just like kind of sucks up my energy. You guys experience seasonal allergies? They suck, don't they? Lear is actually a pretty interesting card here. I actually like Lear here. Maybe we could dig up for some lands and some removal if we need it. Shigeki is another interesting card here. It has a pretty big body. It's in green. It's gonna allow us to stabilize and get things that we need. This is not a legendary creature. We're not gonna run it. It is a pretty good body though. Stomper is pretty good if we're trying to run like a lot of lands, which we are. I think we're gonna try to ramp as well. This is not a legendary body. We're not gonna run it. I'd rather run a Planeswalker, to be honest, instead of the Titan. Even though we are ramping. Oh, you have to run this guy. Right, I'm trying to run 2 of those. Because of the lifelink. So maybe Lear does get cut. Maybe this guy gets cut. So this is pretty decent. I wouldn't mind running more of these. There's also a pretty big butt for a 4-drop. I think we want Angel Fire Ignition. Lifelink is pretty interesting in this sort of build because we're running creatures. Anything that helps creatures and help us gain life should be pretty good in here. The thing is that we were splashing red. So we have 4 more slots for removal. Oh, we definitely need this guy. Alright, 3 slots for removal. I mean, we do have Terra Sunder. A couple Death Touchers. My mana base might be a little wonky, to be honest with you. We have Tamiok, which also kind of counts like removal. Jetmir seems nice in here, bro. Jetmir seems pretty crazy. So far, these seem like the way out. It's not strong enough for a 5-drop. Whenever land card put into your graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on Shulgark, the Overslime. Hey, how are ya? Can't pronounce your name. School homie. I use Commander and Poison deck normally. I gotta make a new deck with those newer cards. For sure. Some of these cards are very interesting. Especially the Jodah card. It's legendary. Who doesn't like legendary, you know? Weather down here in Florida is bipolar. I feel the seasons changing down here too, but still feel like sauna sometimes. I completely understand. I've been to Florida numerous times, and maybe the wind, like the nighttime, it brings a chill, right? You're so used to the heat that the cold has like a serious effect. Oh yeah, you still have your old decks, and I have some of my old decks too. Yeah, I'm down to play. You should hit me up. DM me. Hit me up in the DMs. We could chat some more. Alright, actually, the Celeste seems very important here. Attack triggers? Do we have attack triggers here? We have this. This is an attack. Oh, that's deal damage trigger. I guess we're not gonna run that. Double white does seem a little wonky. I do like the exile though. I think it's important to have some exile. Let's put in the sideboard then. Maybe Bankbuster is the right way. But this is gonna leave us open for like maybe control to get us, or just like burn. We have the Weatherlight. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a Phrases counters on Weatherlight completed, then draw a card if it has 7 or more Phrases counters on it. If not, scry 1. Wait, so this doesn't become a creature at all? It's oh, if one has 4 or more. When creatures die. I think that's his own build around. I really should have some removal up in here. So, bye-bye those legendary uncommons. Like, maybe if you just temple the opponents out, that'll be probably what we need. So let's go with some Fading Hope. I think a couple Fading Hope would be nice. We have the Life Gain, we have the land synergy. I mean, this is probably one of our worst cards in here. I think we should have some board wipes in here. Let's try these out on the sideboard if we need them. Probably some counter magic in there as well. This is creature removal. Impulse is pretty decent, but we have some card advantage there. I think we're looking in the wrong colors here. Let's put all colors and destroy all. What do we get? What do you end up in? White? Alright, there's some black cards. We have Vanquish the Horde. I think we're gonna lean on the white removal. Honestly, I don't think this is what we want. These are creatures 2 or less. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. This in the sideboard wouldn't be too bad, because we are playing best out of 3. I hope you figured that out already. We always play best of 3 for the most part. Circle of Confinement is a pretty good card. Actually, where's that enchantment that removes everything that's 2 or less? I think we want that one. This one, Temporary Lockdown. Instead of a Path of Peril. Alright, here goes my wild cards. I think this is a pretty decent card. Just jam it in there. We jamming all night. Alright, we're just plugging things into the sideboard here. Oh, we also have other Worldly Journey and Farewell. Fading Hope is a pretty good card. But Temporary Lockdown is as well. I mean, I think we definitely need some bigger board wipes. Some like Catch 'em All, Pikachu style. Alright, the sideboard is looking pretty packed. I'm liking it. So I believe we're... Alright, white is going to be our secondary color. Our main color is going to be green and blue. So we can ramp. And white is going to be keeping us in the game, basically. We don't have that many things for bigger creatures. Maybe we'll just be the big ones. We'll try like this for now. We'll do some changes afterwards. I think we definitely need more of these. I don't think we need Elspeth.
Dominaria thwarted Phyrexia before.
Alright, let's go with that. Alright, what's a good multicolored avatar? The gold dragon here. Alright, there goes my wild cards. Oh wait, we didn't put it as best of 3. We need to do that. That's I've seen people do that mistake all the time. But yeah, I'm very happy you guys stick with me, and we're gonna see this deck through from its initial list right here, which I'm gonna post up. And yeah, let's work on it together, you guys. Gonna be playing in traditional standard. Yeah, let's rock on, you guys. We're gonna see if we get a positive ratio or not. Alright, best out of 3 ranked. We are in gold right now. I call Jodah. Hey, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. It's sort of new, right? We got a couple subscribers there. We just hit the 10 mark subscribers. So if you guys keep on chasing it, we'll be chasing this content creation dream, alright? Appreciate all the support and love for you guys too. Opponent goes first. We could draw a card, but it seems very slow. One lander. I think we're gonna have to keep this one. I mean, if we would draw into a blue source, that would be ideal. Or any source. Alright, let's just like let's just say that that one didn't count. Alright, so opponent's probably gonna be in the air flying. I mean, we do have 24 lands. Yeah, we probably do need a couple more lands than that. Alright, we go first. We have 2 lands. Better than nothing, I guess. Where's our triomes up in here? Yeah, that's not good. And it's looking extra white. And no white source in sight. Oh, is he playing the deck too? Alright, so we could kick her with this, so let's hold that up. Doble land. None of them is white though. That's not good. We have 1 green source. We have 1 blue source, red. I think we'll keep the marsh. Yikes. Unbelievable.
Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. We must protect the people.
Seriously?
May your blade strike true.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. Now what?
Yeah, we can't have it like this. I might have not double checked land base at the end. Like, we just plugged in lands and said, let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sources of white. Apparently not enough. I mean, we do have a lot of white sources. I mean, white things to cast. White and blue. Oh, green. We did have green and blue, which is the main colors. And white is supposed to be the secondary. I think we had another Ganjo. Instead of what? I don't know. I think that we have enough. Let's count the blue sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Green sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we do have a lot of green sources. There, problem solved. So we only have 2 basics in here. Is dig up really that necessary? I don't think so. I don't think so. We have 25 lands. Let's go up 1 more land, actually. Sprinkle in the triomes. And let's give this another roll. That one did not count, alright, you guys? Just ignore the first match. Alright, we'll be on the play. The Celestis, I like it. Oh, we're up against mono red. That could be problematic. Chicky. That's a forest. So we could Celeste. Or we could kick her joint exploration. What's better, joint exploration or Celeste? Or play a Tatiova? Tatiova could block, but it will most likely die. Or we could just go Jodah next turn. Life is pretty important here. Let's go with Tatiova. If they have removal, I'll use it here. Okay. We saved us 4 damage and a scry from the opponent. Not too bad, if I say so myself. Okay, so I think we're gonna joint exploration here. Or this becomes day. Oh, actually we could play this right now. So that means we're not gonna block this turn. Take the damage, take the beats. On an 8, where's the life link? We need some life link. Alright, if we play this, we have no other sources of doing anything. Draw a card, discard a card. If you discard it in insert sorcery way, the opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That's not too bad. Either drain or just try to draw into something. Or we can just discard a land. Discarding a land probably seems best. Alright, so we got some buffed creatures here. Anger. Are we dead here? Reckless Impulse. I don't think we're dead here. Ooh. That mountain scared me a little bit. Okay, we might be dead here. Alright. Yikes. Double yikes. It's not the legendary we need. I mean, it's not the legendary we want, but it's the legendary we need. We have no 1-drop legendaries. Fine. We have 2 available mana. Alright, give it your best shot. I think just because of his creatures alone we die. Alright, we block. Ugh. So he could prowess equipped.
They're toast.
Or kill a blocker? You could kill a blocker, my dudes.
A blast to the noggin gets results.
Lockdown is not an instant sorcery, but that is the card we needed. That is the card. Alright, you got us. Oh, a turn short. Alright, we don't need Terror Sunder here. Vanquish the Horde seems good. Path of Peril seems good, to say the least. Yeah, is that all we're doing here? I don't think so. I think we're gonna go all out. We might even want this. I'm gonna say no to the card draw. No to one Death Toucher and run it like that. I mean, Jaya is a pretty scary card, man. I used it in the draft, the first Dominaria United draft I did, and she was a beast. Right, 2 lands. We got a blocker. We just need more mana. I hope they don't lightning strike our Shigeki, bro. We need this to live. We need to live. That's why we take medicine. You know, actually, in a meta way, many things could be considered medicine. You know, a healthy chat with a stranger. You know, just talking things. Sometimes strangers give you the best advice, to be honest with you, or they could give you the worst. You know, it's a risk you gotta take. But you know, you gotta practice. Practice makes better. Never perfect. Alright, we have a blocker. We have a Johnny. This doesn't get lands to our hand, does it? It just gets creatures, planeswalkers. Alright, let's get this beefcake in line. No. I'm scared of lightning bolting the Shigeki here. We're actually not that interested in blocking with Doranthea, unless he does something like that. That's very blockable. Yeah, we're okay with this. No removal in hand. It's funny, I had this box of tissues in here just for my allergies, and I'm just using it to wipe my face. I think the medicine is working well. Yeah, I just feel better. Alrighty then. A Johnny +1 is probably the way, even though it's gonna hurt us. I don't want to risk putting Shigeki out there and then losing it. I'll do this. If he wants, he could deal 3 to Johnny. I'm fine with that. Huh?
Every day, more rally to our glorious cause.
That was a removal, yeah. Oh, we gotta put it to the bottom. I mean, that's fine. Getting rid of the Chicky forever is great. We are in a pickle, though. Now our opponent has more lands than us. That's embarrassing. Johnny's right there. Johnny. Okay, okay, okay. Johnny doing his work, sacrificing himself for the good. I like it.
Stronger than before.
Alright, pump the chickie. No pumping the chickie this time, huh? Alright, we're still gonna get rid of you. X2, get rid of this dude. That is mana. Alright, enchant creature. Whenever this creature attacks, create a 4/4 spirit token that is flying, tapped, and attacking. But then we sack it. I'll press the wrist button and end my turn. Yo, Kayo, how are ya? How you doing, man? I'm getting my ass kicked by mono red right now. It's a little scary. Wait, we're gonna pass the blockers. Block this. No first strike damage as of yet. Let's try to get Lisa on the board. Lisa could take some damage. Play with fire. Ew. Bottoms it. We have no instants, right? We could probably get, oh, we could get this from the yard, but the land comes into play tapped anyways. Get that. More mana. Alright, so what's the game plan here? We could double spell creatures. Can we do this for 6? We could do this for 6. Alright, opponent 2 cards in hand. Is he out of gas? Woo! Let's go! So Lysa reads whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return it to the owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So that's coming back. And opponent succeed. Okay, we're doing some things. Stayed alive just enough. And a Johnny helped us, surprisingly. Alright, so opponent's gonna be on the play here. I think we just leave it as is. We could have some more removal, but our sweepers are good enough, I think. Our creatures will help, you know? Yeah, dude, I'm basically playing, what is it, like 5 mythics And I sprinkled in some rares in there, not including the lands. Okay, double white for the lockdown is very nice. And we have blue, we just need a green to stay alive. Another Iganjo. Okay. It's a little worrisome. Okay, Fading Hope is acceptable. Reckless Impulse. We just do it right now. I think we just pass on this. Hope we get a black source so we could, I mean, that is a black source. It's like all the sources we need. Alright, so I believe we're going to be seeing a Planeswalker here. Which is pretty bad for us, actually.
Go ahead, bite me as hard as you can, cause I'm real stubborn.
Pump it, pump
Watch
it.
me heat up the dance floor.
Ooh. Another Reckless Impulse. Ah, caramba. We'll take that one. Big butt blockers all day.
Come on, Chandra, think of something good.
Double battery. Come on, put more creatures on board, bro. And he strike us in the face. That hurts. Alright, so we have Storm Mountain Forest. And that's it. Wait, so... Wait, why are these... Why is this a 2/2? I'm so confused about that. Very confused about that. So I'm definitely gonna temporarily lock down this ish.
That's it. I'm done playing.
Oh, it's to a player. Temporary lockdown? And I think we're gonna sacrifice our Ganjo here. It's gonna feel... Actually, we have not... Wait, we could play black... No, yeah. Alright. So we need to leave the blue up to play the joint exploration.
So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
Infantry. Maybe it was a good idea to leave up this. Okay, that's pretty dangerous. There's no easy way about this, is there? We're gonna try to hit a land with this. Alright, we're looking for... What are we looking for? Red? Or black? We have black. Oh, we might need another black though.
Come on, Chandra. Think of something good.
Battery's pretty good for them. Oh, this Chandra's gonna run away with the game, man. Chicky. Hasty chick. Oh my goodness.
Fighting everything with fire burns all your bridges.
We're supposed to be ramping here.
Who needs the sun when you've got me around?
Oh wait, I could have done this on trigger, and my dude would have been alive. I think we're just dead now. Damn, that would have been a sick play. Let's move on to the next game. We actually could have probably looked for board wipe, but the opponent played really well. We did not. But so far I'm liking this. This is pretty neat. Of course, Mono Red just wipes the floor with us. I want to see what other builds or people have. Oh yeah, this is definitely a keep. Gala Greeters. So we go with the blocker. I think so. Oh, yeah, great. Actually, we don't go for the blocker. Wedding announcement. Why did it ramp in here? I think we just temporary lockdown. poor bank buster. Opponent's trying to ramp here, and he has interesting colors in play. The Wanderer.
I hope you're ready to lose. Keep watch for intruders. We've got the edge in this fight. I've got new moves to teach you.
Okay. It's a little scary. That's not too bad. Johnny's pretty interesting. So we could have Johnny and have a flyer up. Forest, Plain Island, Swamp Mountain. Oh, we have all 5. I mean, he could do this again. He must have removal or something, right? I don't know, but we're just going with our ultimate play here. Oh wait, we have to pay for the...
Join us peacefully. We need not fight. Phyrexia welcomes all.
Alright, the Lone Speaker, it could make a hasty land to bring down a Johnny, which he does. Right, he's gonna pump the other guy. Oh,
Strike fast and strike hard.
I think we're okay with this.
You've halted a cog, not the machine.
Seriously, bro? World time. Okay, okay. I'm liking what the opponent's doing. Even if it's against us.
We must protect the people.
Now we're mana flooding. Alright, so we could get 3 things back? Do we want 3 things back? 1, 2, 2, 3? We're at 11 life. Let's get 2 things back. One, 2. Yeah. This thing has lifelink.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Wow, he's going all out. Yeah, let's put this back. Not good enough. That's tilting. That's very tilting.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Alright, so we're taking 8, 9, 10. Are we just... Yeah, we're just gonna try to get our creature back. Opponent's gonna draw a shitload of cards though, and it's pretty much game over. Unless we draw a board wipe. And that's gonna block us. Temporary lockdown? 2 or less? I don't know if that saves us. Angel Fire Ignition is a decent card. I think we're just dead no matter what. And we can't play it. Yay. But the Aeronaut. That was pretty good though. The Aeronaut is actually a decent card in Domain. Great blocker. We have more trouble with the Planeswalkers here though. And they're pretty aggro. Keep a Disdainful Stroke here, and Path of Peril seems about right. How many humans do we have, anyways? We have, like, no humans in here. Alright, that's a human. I mean, this does let us ramp by itself. So it's good in that aspect. I just don't like Bank Buster here. I don't think it does enough. We're gonna try the Stompers here. We have white and we have green. One thing that I do want to change about this deck is that we need more Triomes, because that's what let us achieve Domain. Alright, so opponent could drop a 4-drop thing here. Next turn we have a possibility of a 5-drop, so that's probably even better. Alright, no 5-drop. A little disappointing. Yeah, pass the turn. Oh yeah, definitely countering this. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break of that tic-tac-toe. Done. That's not cool. Alright. I mean, our stuff is stronger than yours when we get there. That's if we get there. I just want to play this card. How are they ramping more than us? I think Galagretus is a pretty decent card in this build. Probably better than Celeste. Oh, that's disgusting. I don't even want to play no more. Holy shit. Alright, that was a decent matchup. We do have some changes for the deck that I'd like to improve on. Alright, so we have blue, green, white on lock. So we definitely need a mountain to search for. Bank Buster out of here. We could take a green or white. Green or white with a blue. And we're gonna play with a mountain right here. Alright, so we have 26 lands. Ways to ramp. I think we're gonna cut the Celeste as well. We'll keep one Celeste. Probably want Faithful Absence for Planeswalkers. I'm considering humans. Faithful Bond ain't too bad. Maybe just a Valor stance. What about Wedding Announcement? Good blocker. It could get us creatures. Yeah, creatures to block. It pumps the team. We could run Fading Hope, another Fading Hope, or consider... Or an Impulse. Impulse would not be too bad. But the removal is definitely needed here. Jacob? Jacob seems pretty nice here, actually. Jacob might be better than, Wait, Jacob's a human. Maybe we want 2 Jacobs in here. Let's give that a try. So Jacob does numerous things. It could help us ramp because it's a human, and it helps us look for lands or threats or removal, whatever we need. And in the long term, you're gonna play spells for free, which is pretty critical since we're like running 5-color good stuff. Alright, high hopes. Finish up my coffee here. Why coffee with a spoon, you ask? Well, it's a mix of oatmeal and coffee, so it's like I have my breakfast all in one cup. Ready to go. Ready for Janky Thursday. What the F? I mean, we do have all the colors. Let's keep it. Ding ding. Alright. Green. I don't know, we might need both a Ganjos, not 100%. Oh, that's a card. Why does this show up? We have nothing to exile. Artifact or creature? Mans. Alright, I guess we just... I still don't think we need to play this yet. Oh, we can't kick this right now. Fable. I'll remove that. Visionary. Man, we need... What could we do for another green source. Alright, we might regret that. Lily? Sacking Shigeki?
Enough with the mysteries. I've found
Yep.
answers. Sacrifices must be made.
Alright, we're definitely in the hot seat with 2 Jodahs that we can't cast, unfortunately. We ended up drawing two basics. Hella awkward.
Drop it.
We just don't have time for a tap land at this point. It's either draw something or just die.
Don't overthink things.
Oh yeah, we're most definitely dead.
Families call me their adversary. I lie. Pleasure doing business with you.
Why do we have a mountain? Because we only have two other mountain sources? Oh no, we have several other mountain sources. Oh, that's an oopsies. So what do we need? We have maybe a swamp actually would be better. We only have 2 swamp sources, not including the Thran portal. Yeah, black source would have definitely helped there. We have more black sources than red. Yeah, we do. Alright, that is an oopsies on my part. Alright, we're kind of exile stuff. Go for the long game. I think it's the game plan here. Terror Thunder works. Path of Peril seems to work. Let's take out some legendaries. Farewell does not work against planeswalkers. Flying, on the other hand, is actually pretty good. Alright, we're running 41, 61 like a spice boss. Wow, now we get the lands. There seems to be a shortage on white mana, it seems. And the mountain. Okay, no shortage of white mana. Feels good. Blood Tide. Let's bring him back a turn. And yeah, we do want a ramp. Thank you. Let there be light. And the roll of darkness. And sulfur springs. Shigeki. Kinda like Shigeki. So we have 5 available mana. Alright, we're getting rid of the land in change for I guess marsh. Lily. Gonna make a sacrifice, I'm sure.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
So I think we just... He's gonna make us start discarding stuff, but I think this is more useful right now.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Fading Hope. Alright, it's gonna become night. We discard Fading Hope. Oh, the removal. I guess Fading Hope. Or the land.
I'm tired of your secrets.
So he just plays that willy-nilly?
I'm gonna remake this town in my image.
Alright, so we could kill the devil. Start taking 3 damage. I think I'll get rid of the devil here.
Oh, I have a job for you.
It's not the worst.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Alright, so we could discard this for something else. Or just make him take down with the Lily. That's a wrap. This deck is just very beast. It has all the essentials. We don't want to face that deck. Not on Janky, not on Thursdays, at least. Well, let me show you guys what other stuff I've been working on. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Alright, let's get back to the gameplay. Wow, that's a lot of triomes. Opponent goes first. We have removal. Why not? Oh, here we go again. This deck is everywhere. Guess we're gonna ramp. Find something good. We might just get rid of Fable if we have the opportunity. I think we're just ramping here. Opponent could go more aggro, but let's hold back on the lockdown. It's a really good card against what they're working with. So at this point, they must be looking for planeswalkers. Or a Sheldred. Bottom. I have enough lands, thank you. Okay. Draw a card, lose a life. Okay, I really hope they start playing stuff from hand. Something that's not sheltered. Down to 5. Nothing? Wow, now the lands start rolling in. Ah, jeez. Jeez Louise. Nothing? He must have like lilies in hand or something. Four lilies in hand. I mean, I would have played it, start discarding my hand. Okay, opponent draws a card. We're gonna be gaining some life now. So you can come back. Let's see. So I'm keeping land in hand for Lily. Alright, we just gotta pray and hope. Alright, so if we... Oh wait, so we could replay the same thing last turn. If they don't double spot this thing. Alright. Disciple. Seems pretty good. Invoke Despair for the win. Oh no, we're in this. But wow, we didn't keep blue mana up for some reason. Oh, we didn't have any. We just played that one. That might be GG. No, that is GG. Whoa, so close with the comeback. Maybe not so close, because that deck is wrecking. Like, we need answers for many things. For Invoke Despair, for Sheldred, and all their two mana creatures. Okay, ramping's good. Okay, we could ramp. We could choose to ramp. Start taking life. I mean, we have two sources of ramping here. Either way, we have Lisa on turn 4. I don't know if it's good enough or what. That's not blue. I'm gonna rage so hard to get rid of this, the Celeste. I'm gonna rage so hard. They have artifact removal?
I'm not afraid of any of you. By coin or carnage, tribute is owed. Pleasure doing business with you.
The smart me is saying get rid of one of them. It doesn't really answer the problem. Huh? Oh shit. Oh my goodness. This deck is hard to beat, man. That's why I play it.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy. By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
Opponent. Four, 5. This can't be 1. He has an answer for Lisa. I think our best shot is to get rid of this and then look for something. 4, 5. And turn.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything. By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
I think we should look for something, because we're gaining some life. They don't have the 7 yet. Jodah, Disdainful Stroke, Tatioba. We have 5 lands right now. It's not really going to be that amazing. Jodah can make things stronger. Disdainful Stroke. Maybe Fading Hope. So he hasn't played a 4 mana something, so let's get Disdainful Stroke. Discard the land. 4, 5. Yeah.
Your punishment is my entertainment. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
I can't gain any life. Out of left field. Alright, we gave it our best shot. Alright. We're gonna try in non-ranked. Because we just officially became under. We just got flattened. We got flattened, bros. What's this? '60s card singleton. Who knows who's on every side? A random creature in your hand will be revealed to be a Phyrexian sleeper agent. Will you adopt a completely different strategy as you play? You'll earn stained class showcase card styles from Dominaria United, featuring key figures from the invasion. Pretty neat. pretty cool. You get some sweet artwork. I'm for that, yeah. But we're gonna keep on going with Jodah here. Appreciate all the GGs, the LOLs, the Hawaiias. Or you could discard a card, give it indestructible. That's not great. Right. Alright, we'll just hold on to fort for now. We want to tear asunder, but we don't have the correct things for that. So we're missing either another green or another white. Actually, that would have probably been the better play here. What is he gonna do with that? I'm curious. Oh, more of that. Sure. Come on. Give me more 2-drops. Love to see it. So we don't have double white for this yet. Let's just go with this for now. Should we discard a land? Yeah, I think we have to discard a land here. I think I'm gonna have to say no to both of these, but actually this is not a bad blocker. Could hit him for 2, but it's no point at this point. Actually, Dorinthia and this guy is actually pretty decent. That's really bad. Really, really bad. I hope he attacks with Adeline, though. He does. Enlists. So he scries. Tops and bottoms. It's a pretty good one. Okay, we're definitely gonna Faithful Absence this coming turn. We got nothing else that we could do. He's gonna pay the 1 for that. He will. All right, what exactly are we doing here? And we're gonna leave Adeline by herself, it seems. We even need to hit a white land, an untapped white land source. So we're taking 6, 7, 8. All right. Oh, we didn't draw a card. Oh, crap. Yeah, we definitely effed it up. I just wanted to look into my deck once more. Just once more. Okay, we're versus mono blue. I mean mono white, actually. We have some things. We have some things. Tateo has been stinking so far. Just got Ravi's Red Bulk. Why not the Barashino Warlock 3/3? Oh, the one with the dragons? What dragons? We have one dragon in the build? I don't think that's enough for it to see play, you know? Wow, look at all these multiples. I mean, if this sticks around, this won't be a bad choice. Welcoming. I think we gotta get rid of that, to be fair. So we can't play this. We could play this, and we won't ramp like we want to. This card's pretty good. Okay, we're looking for a white source. We have red, we have black. Beautiful. Alright, so do we get rid of the Guardian here? We could actually Catilda Angel Fire Ignition? Or even Shigeki? Or we could just Jodah. Let's try out the Jodah. Maybe they have removal. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just have a Wandering Emperor. Alright, that feels a little bad. Just a little bit. Now it feels worse. Unless we draw Lockdown. Not Lockdown. Okay, I think we Wandering Emperor here. After the attack. Followed by Angel Fire Ignition. Probably on a Shigeki. I'm hoping this does not work with training. Putting bottoms. And then, well, they have that enlisted. Take no chances here.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. My judgment is final.
Another one.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Okay, that feels pretty good. We're actually winning for the first time this set. Okay, he's gonna go kill the Emperor.
I'm never done for good.
Oh, we need to get rid of that. Alright, so we could Shigeki for one. Oh no, this is the thing what we removed to get him. Maybe we don't Shigeki. Alright, so we could Shigeki, instant speed, remove this. Alright. After playing this, oh no, we can't because of Talia, man. It might be a pretty good idea to run a creature reborn from the graveyard. That's not legendary. Celeste, that does nothing for us. Alright, that's joint exploration. Oh yeah. Come to Papa. I should have just attacked with that. Alright, so no card draw for the opponent. That should be pretty good versus mono white. And there goes the Planeswalker.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. You are not much of a roadblock.
Lockdown? Yeah, I mean, lockdown might do it. I mean, giving a creature Vigilant Trample, Lifelink Haste, so pretty good.
How we greet our enemies.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Alright, so opponent got the Jodah off the board. But once we play another one, another big threat, I think there are no more. I keep on hearing that Jodah, the Jodah deck is like slivers. That's from EDH players. But that's all I've heard about the Jodah deck. Which makes sense because it's kind of like legendary tribal, kind of. Trying to stay alive until Jodah comes into play, and then your creatures are buffed like crazy. The welcoming vampire. Alright, so do we cancel our Empress to deal with card draw right now? That's the question. Oh, we would need one more actually, in fact. Okay, so we're gonna March of the Otherworldly Light. Welcoming Vampire. Gone forever. At least I hope. Farewell. That's a great one. We might have it under wraps if that's the case. We could just Wandering Emperor. Just hold up Wandering Emperor. I think that seems fine with me. Trying to get rid of it. You know what? We'll try to ramp here. Or if tries any sneaky business, we'll just sing farewell to him. So doing this and playing Bosiju gives us 5 mana. Becomes a knight. We'll get rid of the draw card. I think we'll be fine without it. Oh, it doesn't become knight. We actually played this of us. Make sense?
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
I'm so confused. Why does he have priority?
I am almost sad to see you go.
I'm not. Borrowed time on the Wanderer Empress. Alright, we actually took out the
Until
enchantment
next
removal.
time, then.
Oh, this is enchantment removal. So that kind of works beautifully, actually. No artifacts, creatures, and enchantment, and not graveyards.
I hope you're ready to lose. Guards, to me!
Yeah, I don't think they're ready. Sure. I mean, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Got me. Yeah.
May your blade strike true.
Four toughness creature. What can we bring back? We could bring back the Angel Fire Ignitions, the other Wardly Light. That seems pretty good. So we have to other Wardly Light. We have to leave out 4 mana. So we can only bring back that 1 card. Looks like it. I kind of don't like that play.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Oh, that's amazing. Alright, mono white doing mono white things. Like running out of gas. Destroy evil. Very well. Indestructible. This evil is mono white. So you can't kill it if it has indestructible. That's it. And that's all she wrote. Woo! So, just a heads up, you guys. I will be playing like 1 or 2 matches more. And yeah, I mean, let's see what this deck turns out to be. But before we do, I just want to give you guys a heads up with tomorrow. We're going to be playing, we're scheduled for a ranked gaming. So let me know right now, what does my current viewership want to see? Do you want to see a buffed up version of this deck? Like trying to like just put it into rank. Let's see how it does. Because I know 100% that this deck is in the ranked format. And it fights Rakdos colors. Taryar, thank you for liking the stream. Totally missed you there. Got a chance either Shigeki or Jacob. Elias. This is pretty good too. There's one for Shigeki here. Okay, opponent ramping. He's at least 3 colors. And that's a pretty good one. He could play whatever he wants next turn, it seems. It's a little scary to us. Maybe we just get a Johnny cooking? Daisy Life. Johnny.
All flesh will be made to serve. Every day more rally to our glorious cause.
So Johnny actually fixes our draws, weirdly enough. Okay, I think we're keeping this. Since their threats are gonna be creatures, it seems like. Or even planeswalkers. Called it. It's a good one though. More treasures. This +1.
We have allies everywhere.
So we can't safely play this and keep this around. So let's continue. What is he gonna do? Go to the top 7? And then you put him into the battlefield? Alright, it's only 4 total mana though. He gets to look pretty deep though. Ayo! Galagreeters. Teaching of the Keyring. Alright, we need a lockdown. It seems like we always need a lockdown. He has another AO. So we could distribute 1/1 counters. Or just keep on plussing. Johnny's -6 is pretty devastating. We go Jacob. And minus onto Shigeki.
Excise the unworthy.
Okay. Yeah, I think Johnny did his work.
Death is temporary. Phyrexia is eternal.
Damn, Johnny's lines are going in. Vigilance, flying, 6/5. It's gonna wreck us. Do we have the correct man? No, we only got 3. I think we try to Jacob next turn. Oh, I hate this guy, man. Is he really gonna kill Jacob?
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Fine.
You are not much of a roadblock. Strike fast and strike hard.
Job is an opportunity to learn more about this city. I've made plenty of connections.
Alright, Fading Hope is a card. When it has all the mana in the world. Yeah, something for Shigeki, it seems. Or not.
We must protect the people.
Let's do this together.
Okay, being a little ballsy here. Block here, block. So we're taking 6. We'll get rid of a creep. No, I'll get that out of. Oh, that's annoying. Down to 1 life. You must be kidding me.
The city's tearing itself.
This is just not a good card here. We're not making creature tokens. We're trying to be a control deck. Okay, very weird hand to keep, but if Jacob lives, our hand will live too. I mean, opponent's mostly like mono white, so I suspect not that much removal. It's gonna be very hard to play Jodah as a top tier deck, at least with my knowledge right now. So maybe not tomorrow, but the following week we'll probably upgrade this deck after I have some time with it. Okay, opponent deciding whether to keep or not. I think opponent forgot that this is a sideboarded match or something. I mean, we don't want to get this win like this. But we'll take the win. 2 wins in a row. Things we're not worried about. I think we're blocking. I think that's the correct thing to do. Okay, so we could ramp here by playing this, which is always enticing to do so. Alright, this Beast Caller reads whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on the Beast Caller. When Curian Beast Caller dies, distribute those 1/1 counters to target creatures you control. Right, so we chose ramping here over maybe destroying something the following turn. That's an untapped land. Do we want the lands? Maybe Tatiova could finally go off. That would be 6 lands with that. And she needs 7. I'm gonna say no. Okay, so we could save it for Asunder. Possibly getting rid of that. His most aggressive thing. Yeah, we'll keep up. More greeters. Stop the damage, please. Oh, okay. And protection. That's pretty big. Yeah, we'll go with you. Creature's getting bigger. Opponent shows no mercy here. I think we will block. That's 6 lands. And a Tatiova. Alright. Is the opponent gonna have something to wrath pump the board? If that's the case, we're more like certainly that. So let's not attack. Oh, interesting. Growing the leaders. We have a Jodah. Alright, let's see what we're drawing to here. These are both really good cards. I think we're gonna go like this, so we could finally use the Tatio ability. Can't get rid of it. Oh, we're gonna be searching for a land? Sure. Wait, didn't we get a beginning of your end step? Alright, so we're thinking 8. I don't know why he didn't pump itself. So Jodah with fire ignition should probably close it out, right? Red, white. The land is a 6/6. Ooh, baby. And he's gonna have to block. And we get a dragon. Done. Down to 1. Gain 10 life. Where's the dragon? Oh, the trample. That's pretty unusual. Like, I could have sworn that we could put 1. Maybe we could put 1 more, dealing to the creature there. Wow. Alright, so we need to get rid of creatures here for sure. There's better cards I have versus creatures. It was good, but we're gonna have to take it out this time around. There's a lot of creatures we're dealing with. Tatio finally coming in handy. We need to take this card out. 100%. Even Catilda, I think. You know, it works with Jacob. We'll try Catilda one more time here. Take out a Johnny for the Wandering Emperor. Lear. We'll take out Lear as well, actually. Alright, let's try like this. Appreciate you, brethren. Holla, my boy Clint. A Tatsilva starting hand. Fuck it. Okay, that makes it a whole lot better. Okay. What do we need? Green? I got green here. Still need a double green for Tatsiova. And we need a white sword, so there we go. Thundering Raju. So that's gonna automatically pump. Alright, so we'll just get rid of the beast collar here, I guess. Right, is that, yeah, that's correct. Farmland. So it attacks and then we could get rid of it, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Pretty damn sure. If not, we did a big oopsies. Yeah, we don't want to take that damage. Right. Lands galore. We'll keep up for this, I guess. Come on, give me a break here. Oh no, not like this. Not like this, not like this. Okay, Thundering Raiju. I think he had that game no matter what. We could have removed it, but either way, if we taken the damage, it would have still been GG. So everyone seems to be running converted mana cost 4 or greater in their decks. Like on the brink of Liliana even being in standard. I find it very interesting. Alright, so no blue. Okay, that's a blue source. Considering not playing it though, man. White, white. Alright, we'll do it. I don't think we'll play it just yet though. You know what? We'll play it. Take one life, sure. Opponent's greeting us. No problemo. Oh, why did we do that? Alright. It's taking unnecessary damage here. Okay, I presume he's not gonna attack. Presumed correctly. Just deal with that. If the 4/4 comes down, we could block it. Nothing? Oh, he's gonna regret that. Alright, do you have something for my Lisa? Oh, he has something for the Realm Blow. We'll take a land. Do we need that? Red? We have mountain. We have white. I think we need more blue. I mean, that is a blue source. You can make the greeters bigger. I don't think that does it though. Oh, and the fire appears. Holy macaroni. Jodah. You serious? That back end is not a legendary spell? I'm so pissed. Is the creature at least a legendary? I mean, no, it's not. Okay, let's play this. Let's play that. And pass. And not attack, but pass. Alright. Jodah's big. We could get round back next turn and play it. Yeah, we have enough mana for that. And Shigeki does like nothing. Alright. Counter on the Readers. Shivan Devastator. Where's that going to? The Devastator. Makes sense. It's attacks with everything? No. Okay. We'll take one instead of the 4. Thank you. Oh, Jodah on the field? I could lock down. If we attack with Shigeki, we're not attacking with Shigeki here. We are blocking with Shigeki though. I wonder what opponent could have. Because you're gonna have to block next turn. It's only a few hasty things that could possibly get us. Okay. You need exactly like land Raju to even attempt to hurting us. Wow. Really? Oh man, he got us with that? No way. No way. He got us with that, man. He killed our enchantment creature. Well, there you have it. This deck needs to be more control-centric, if not more life gain-centric. I'm gonna be messing around with the build, and I'll let you know next week on Ranked if we play this deck or not. Because so far, it's leaning towards the no on the powerful side. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're scheduled for a rank day, and don't forget, stay hydrated, yo.